Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to know how we can use Gmail SMTP without less secure apps. So previously I have made a video where you can use the Gmail SMTP with the less secure app. But as you can see, starting from the September 30, 2024 and now in 2025, the less secure has have been stopped out by the Google. So you can still access that, but it is not officially visible anywhere, so you cannot use that. There in a two-factor authentication you cannot use that. So how would you do the same with the OAuth 2? So for the OAuth or the Google Gmail services, API services, the things are very simple and the same way that we used previously, but with a tweak. Okay, so first you have to go to the Google Clouds. If you do not have registered, you have to go and register with the Gmail account. Okay, so after that you have to create an app. If there is even very new to this account, you first have to create the app. After creating an app, if you click on this here, you can create a new project, obviously. Once you have done, you have to go to the library part. Here you have to find the Gmail API. Yes, and that Gmail API is have to be enabled. Okay, once that is enabled, you go into the API services. You have to go into the credential section. In the credential section, you have to first create the OAuth client ID. If you are very much new to this account, the OAuth client ID cannot be created until you create the OAuth consent screen. On this one, let it open. In the OAuth consent screen, you have to first create the app. And this is not for published app, this is for testing, so that is why the testing. The test URL, obviously the test users, obviously you have to give your email ID from where you are creating this app, otherwise you cannot create the token. And for the permission, you have to give the full permission of the Gmail APIs. Once you give this, it's pretty straightforward. From there you just create this app. Once this is done, and make sure this is an external app, you cannot create internal app, otherwise you have paid Gmail account. Okay, so this app has been created. Once you create that, go to the credential part. You click on the create credential and OAuth consent, OAuth client ID can be generated. Once you generate this ID, this the client ID and the client secret has been generated. You are now all set to send the mails. Now what you have to do, first let us go step by step with the code. So the first thing is that we need to create the auth URL with the scope. So as you can see, the auth, we are using NodeMailer and the Google APIs in the code to get the auth URL, and this URL would be generated. The client ID, the client secret, and the redirect URL are all given on from the JSON file actually, and the redirect URL should be localhost for now. If you are doing this on the server, then the server URL, obviously. So now the first step, node1.js. So once you get that, you get the URL. Copy that URL. Okay, copy that URL and go to this section and paste that URL. Once you paste that URL, you can click on that, select the account, and now the G app that has been mentioned over here, the G app is been brought to you with the permissions. Continue. You will get a token on the top. Copy this token. Now on the second code, you can see I'm putting the same token over here to get the access token as well as the refresh token. So let me remind you on this. You might know that these access token and refresh tokens are used for multiple getting auth IDs and client IDs. Obviously, using the client IDs and client secret, you can use this access token and refresh token to access the facilities. Now, if you go into this section, node 2.js, you will get the access token and refresh token, but we do not need the access token right now. We only need the refresh token. We can use the access token as well for one-time purposes or using it right away, but we are using the refresh token. So in the third code where you are actually sending the mail, here you have to just paste the refresh token, and this refresh token is valid for a longer period duration of the time once the app is live. For the test, it valid for 7 days only. For the live one, it valids more. Okay, so use Google that as well. You can find that how long it valids. And once you get this refresh token, now you are all set to send the mail. And this is very typical node mailer email, where node mailer create transport. Type is the OAuth, my email ID, my official email ID, client ID, secret key, refresh token that I'm pasting over here, and the access token. I'm again generating the access token with the refresh token. I can replace this access token with the current access token and it will again work as well. But I'm still again generating it. Now we need an email ID over here. Just clearing this, and we can use 10 minutes mail over here that can be used. Copy that mail, paste it over here. I think copy that mail, paste it over here. Once you paste it, the refresh token is there. Now you can just use node 3 process to trigger the mail, and it gives a message ID. That means the mail has been triggered. Now you go to this section, you can see the mail has come. So this is the three simple process. You can also create this access token, and the first and two process can be done using the admin panel, where if you have the admin panel, you can click on this, generate the link, and store this, actually store this refresh token inside a database and pull that off from there, and then use that to continuously make that. So this is a very small helpful tutorial. I hope it helps you a lot in understanding the OAuth and how you can bypass the less secure app and still use your Gmail SMTP with this. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel, and definitely I am going to post all the codes on the description. Thank you so much.